Hi, welcome to this video. My name is Caitlin, also known as Neodachi, and today it's just going to be a chill one. I'm going to be drawing in my sketchbook and chatting a little bit if you just need something to sit back and relax to. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself and also a little bit about art block and things like that. So thank you for sticking around if you do, and without further ado, let's get started. So if you haven't noticed already, this is actually my first official video on this channel. I know it's really exciting, but because of that I feel like I should introduce myself a little bit so you can get to know me. So again, my name is Caitlin, I'm 20, and I've been drawing for most of my life, and for a large chunk of that I've been posting my art on Instagram, which is the main thing I want to talk about today, because I feel like in recent years I have really lost my art identity, I guess. Like, I just feel like I don't have as specific of a style as I used to. But all of the pressure that I feel to have that style just comes from social media, which pushes for that perfectly curated aesthetic that is consistent every post. But in reality, the way that you develop your art style and improve your skills is through experimentation. So I made this channel to hopefully get out of that funk, and I want to share my journey as I try to rediscover my passion for art and just get back into drawing on a regular basis like I used to. Because as a kid, I used to draw every day in my sketchbook, and it was just for fun. I didn't care about how it looked or what other people thought of it. And I really want to help inspire other people who are maybe in the same place as me to go back to the simpler days of just drawing for fun and out of curiosity. So I hope you stick around to see where I go from here. But for the rest of the video, I should probably talk about what I've been drawing this whole time. So as you saw on that first page, I did a little drawing of me, you know, just contemplating who I am, and honestly, I'm not that happy with it. It was kind of like an experiment, which I said is good. But yeah, after that I was like, I just need to draw some things that I feel like drawing, so I drew some birds, because lately that has been a big favorite of mine. Been really into birds lately. And right now you can see I'm working on a little Arthur Morgan drawing from Red Dead Redemption 2, which I actually just started playing. I feel like I'm a little bit late to the game, but it has been amazing so far. It's a really beautiful game. Anyways, for the materials themselves, I just use alcohol markers for that first layer of yellow and blue. I like to do that kind of as an underpainting, I guess you could call it. It kind of sets the overall tone of the colors on top in a weird way, and then the blue that I use for shadows just kind of helps me get an idea of the lighting going forward. And then for the actual colors, I used acrylic markers. And now we're at the part where I'm adding some details with colored pencils. These are just your regular old prismacolor colored pencils. But yeah, I'm really happy with this combination of materials. Like, they somehow just layer together so perfectly, and I love it. I used to only use the acrylic markers on their own, and the thing with that was that it was really hard to get those fine details, but also because you don't have the underpainting, you don't get like these little color variations underneath. And so I found that doing like the base layer, you get that, it's very subtle, but it makes a big difference. And it also, like I said, it just sets the vibe. I don't know, it has been like such a game changer for me. I definitely recommend it. And again, the colored pencils it really helps you get in there and get the little details. So right now I'm adding stripes on his shirt, and that was really fun to do with the colored pencil. Also, one thing that bothers me so much about this painting is the hat. Oh my gosh, I had such a hard time with the hat. I was like literally trying to do geometry, trying to figure out how this hat fits him. I don't really understand how cowboy hats look. Like, they just don't really make sense to me. I think I need to do, the next video I do, I'm gonna do an entire cowboy hat study. Should I do it? I will. But yeah, it really bothers me how it turned out. And then right here, I added like just one line on his eye, trying to outline it, and it did something, I think. It changed the way that his face looks and made him look less like Arthur. So yeah, those are like my two gripes with this painting. And also, if you squint and look, he does look a little bit like a mafia member, because the cowboy hat looks like a fedora and not like a cowboy hat. And yeah, I rest my case. Anyways, the last thing I added was this little like reticle, you know, for his dead eye or whatever. And I thought that they could kind of look like sparkles if I did multiple, so I added a few of those. Do they look like sparkles? I don't know, but it was something to fill in the space. And yeah, so that's kind of it. So here we go, here's the finished spread. We got my little ravens, we got my little Arthur Morgan, and then we got the little me contemplating my life in a floating island with rain and the fake looking birds flying around me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, this is my first video, so if you could like and share, that would really help push me onto the algorithm, and subscribe if you want to follow along with my journey and see more videos like this. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!